guys, welcome back to the channel. Me and Pooh Bear. Hope you're all doing well. Just put me back up there. Oh, you alright there, Mr. Pooh? There you go. Let's pop you up there. Look at me messing around with Bear. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another film review. We're back on our Godzilla box set here. This is the Showa years from 1954 to 1975, and it's a great box set, and it contains 15 movies. And tonight, let's show you what film we're visiting tonight. Let me grab the right page, and I will show you. In this one, and this is King Kong versus Godzilla. This was a 1963 film. It's in colour, which is different from the first one, and this has got this box set's got 2 editions of the film because it was made in Japan, but it wasn't really suitable for the American audience, so the Americans rearranged it and added some American sort of characters into it and made it their own sort of version. And the American version is the one that I'm watching today and reviewing that, and it's a different sort of way of the Godzilla film, because what they've done to it, they've added in like a news reporter and stuff, in making like news reports about what's going on in between sort of like the Godzilla sort of clips. And it's a wonderful film. I absolutely adore this film, and it's based on Godzilla's like gone into sort of hibernation for a long time, and they don't think there's any monsters around. But then there's some sort of reports of earthquakes taking place outside Japan, as most of these sort of Japanese films sort of start with that. And they sort of investigate this area, and there's this really strange, they send like a submarine out there, the Americans, and they find a strange phenomenon. There's these icebergs all over the place off the coast there of Japan, and then there's one of the icebergs sort of keeps glowing blue and stuff like this and going on. So they think this is where the actual the problem's coming from, so they sort of dive down in their submarine to sort of investigate it, and they accidentally run into the iceberg and crash into it, and then it sort of starts to crumble away and break out, and who lives inside the iceberg but of course Godzilla. So we get to see Godzilla. So I don't know if this version of my review is going to go up on the channel, but I've tried to include a few photographs, because whenever I've tried to include video clips, Toho have taken it down. They've blocked my video. But so if this is the one with the photos, I hope you're enjoying some of the photos. And so we see Godzilla, and we see it from a view from like a helicopter looking down on it, and then there's these sort of these Japanese sort of reporters, sort of scientists, want to sort of investigate this sort of phenomena, and then they start panicking, as always, that Godzilla's going to destroy the world, so we need to use an atom bomb or something like that to kill him and things like this. And then they decide, well, what about if we use Kong from the King Kong from Kong Island, sort of like to help sort of destroy Godzilla. And so that's how the film goes, and then we get that sort of great sort of part when the two meet, and we get like the battle scenes between the two, which seem to be like this in fast motion, and they've really sort of sped the battle modes up, which is really cool and really stupid at the same time. I absolutely adore it. Fantastic. It's so cool, and I'm just thinking, where are you getting these ideas from? Where do they get these ideas from? I mean, it's I just think it's one of those sort of things because at this time Godzilla was still looked upon as being like villainous, you see, and to kill everyone. And I don't think it really changed from that until the Gamera films came out, and the sort of Gamera films came out, and they started to become a little bit popular because Gamera always saved like a little young lad or someone like a child in the film. So they thought, oh, maybe that's what we're missing with Godzilla. And I think that's when it sort of changed around a bit, and he was more of a good guy than a bad guy. But in this one, he's still a bad guy. Anyway, so it's a great film. It's got some amazing sort of battle scenes between Godzilla and King Kong, and Godzilla looks amazing in this film. He looks so cool with his sort of spikes all blew up with radiation. He fires out radiation from his mouth, and King Kong looks absolutely nothing like King Kong. Looks just like a guy in a suit. And well, these were in these films. They were just guys in suits. It wasn't done with anything else but with a bit of costume and the camera tricks making him look bigger and stuff like that. Like there's some clips in the film where you see these tanks and you can see they look like toy tanks because and that's some, and then you got this sort of like satellite spaceship in space, and sometimes it just looks like Thunderbirds. It looks like a Anderson sort of Thunderbird sort of show, and it's sort of like, but I love all that. I love all of that. I just think it brings a real charm and atmosphere to the film, and this film is just full of charm. It's absolutely wonderful. Really cool film. Now the pluses of this edition by Criterion in this box set. Isn't that amazing, guys? Wouldn't that be a great poster? The amazing, the great sort of charm about this edition. It looks really cool for its age. It's an amazing film. They've done so well with this sort of box set with their films. It looks great. The acting is so stupid. It's brilliant. It's so cool. I will watch the Japanese version at some point, but I've only watched the American one at the moment because I watched it about a month ago with my lad down in Stevenage because he's got this box set too, and I just absolutely adored it. I thought I've got to watch this again. I've got to watch it again. So I've given it a few weeks and I've revisited it, and it's fantastic still. So I haven't got around to watching the Japanese one yet. So in fact, there's 16 films in this box set, not just 15. It's brilliant. Godzilla looks incredible. The effects look really awesome and really sort of stupid, and you can see the strings sort of thing, but oh, it's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I love these Godzilla films. They're so cool. There's so many Godzilla films. I mean, this one here is the Showa period, and then there was in the 80s and that. Then there was another period of Godzilla films, but you cannot get them here in the UK. You just can't get them, and that really sucks. So one of these companies, Criteria or whoever, really got to start working on getting these other films. And then obviously after that period we had the 1998 American sort of version, and then we've had the American quadrilogy story, didn't we? We had that, and now it's gone back to Toho again, and we've had Shin Godzilla, and we've had Godzilla Minus Zero and stuff. So it's still really popular, and it is a real cult sort of series of films, but it's fantastic, amazing, and this one is really cool. And I'm going to score this film an amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 like the 1954 one, because that one had a real strong eco sort of political message in there, which was all based around sort of like atomic experimentation and bombs and stuff. and this one is a bit more of a light-hearted sort of following to it. It's still got a really cool story to it, and it's fantastic, really cool. And the King Kong looks so silly in it. Oh, absolutely. Godzilla looks amazing. He never looks silly, but King Kong looks so silly in it. The Americans did do a remake of that, and it's a part of their quadrilogy of films. They released a Godzilla film, then they had, I think they released was it Kong, Skull Island, something like that. Then they released Kong versus Godzilla, and then they had the last Godzilla, King of Monsters. It was like a quadrilogy of films. And they remade that in this from this sort of story, but it's really, really cool. Such a great film. Highly recommend it. King Kong versus Godzilla 1963, 9 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below what you think of it. It's such a cool film. It's a real amazing film that you can watch it at night time with popcorn and just sit there and have, just thinking, I just want a real daft film to watch and sit back and not think and enjoy it, and there's some cool monsters in it. Or you can watch it on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon, wherever you want to watch it. And yes, I would say it's suitable for children of, like, I'd say definitely above sort of 6 or 7. I would say would be suitable to watch, just because I think they might be afraid of these monsters crashing down buildings and firing out this sort of like rays, and you know what I mean, they're impressionable. So just make sure if you watch it with your family, make sure the kids understand that it's just all silly, sort of not real. But when they're a bit younger than 5, I think they're a bit more impressionable, and so I would wait till a little bit older. But yeah, apart from that, I think it's suitable for most people, and it's great fun. Amazing monster film. Guys, till my next video, check out some horror channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Manvy Film, RS Designs, Pizzawell, I Am Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House, and a massive shout out to my Godzilla loving lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.